asked Sachin Pilot and the other, supporters of his, the dissidents, to join that meeting. We don't know why a second meeting has been called within 2 days, but I suspect that it is to give him a second chance and try and see if him and his supporters end up coming for that meeting. And if they don't, then I guess there might be some kind of disciplinary action against Sachin Pilot and the folks who are backing him. Pallavi Ghosh is tracking the Congress for us, including these latest developments here, with Randeep Surjewala saying one more meeting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. What's the idea? Why 2 meetings in 2 days?
Because they want to give Sachin Pilot yet another chance. See, they want to make it out, unlike in the case of Jyotiraditya Scindia, where the grievance and the grudge was that no one from the high command of the Congress party was reaching out to him, and that's the reason why he left. I think this time they are much more measured. They're actually taking no chances. Also, they don't want another Act 2 of Scindia to take place over here. They certainly wouldn't want Sachin Pilot to leave the Congress party, to float his own front, or even join the BJP, though Pilot has made it very, very clear he's not joining the BJP. So therefore, there is a system in why this is being done. They want to send out that message that we do want to give another chance to Sachin Pilot, and therefore whatever grievances he has, he can always air them. It's going to be interesting because if Sachin Pilot decides to attend the CLP meeting, he will be the first face-to-face kind of a confrontation or interaction with Ashok Gehlot. I think the Congress top leadership would like to mediate, but apart from that, Zaka, they don't want to take any chances. They're hoping against hope. Apart from that, through the day, there have been attempts to reach out to Sachin Pilot by way of a press conference earlier in the day from Randeep Surjewala to a Rahul Gandhi calling up, senior Congress leaders, all of them calling up and speaking to Sachin Pilot. We did speak, in fact, a short while back to one of the MLAs who are supporting Sachin Pilot, but he seems to be speaking the language which perhaps most of the supporters of Sachin Pilot are speaking, that there has to be a change of leadership. Can a Congress afford to have that change of leadership? I don't think it's going to be that easy. It's not going to be.
Let's listen into that dissident MLA who's from the Sachin Pilot camp. Pallavi spoke to him a moment ago. Let's listen into that.
की बातचीत चल रही है कि सचिन पायलट नाराज है, नंबर उनके पास नहीं है, आंकड़े अशोक गहलोत के साथ है। आपका क्या कहना है?
ऐसा है, हम लोग कांग्रेस के नेतृत्व में हमारे अध्यक्ष श्रीमान सचिन जी पायलट के नेतृत्व में हैं और हमेशा संगठन है वो सर्वोपरि होता है, सरकार सर्वोपरि नहीं होती। और जिस ढंग से अशोक जी गहलोत ने राजस्थान के एमएलए के साथ, जनता के साथ दुर्व्यवहार किया, अपने मैनिफेस्टो में जो बातें थी कोई वादा पूरा नहीं किया, तो 1.5 साल हमने सरकार के आंख बेच के समर्थन दिया, पर अब हम दुखी हो गए। जनता में किसी स्थिति में जाए जहाँ घोषणा पत्र में जो बातें थी, बजट में जो बातें की गई, वो कितनी और करनी में सारा करना, इसलिए हमने ये तय कर लिया कि नेतृत्व चेंज होना चाहिए।
तो आप कहना चाहते हैं कि सचिन पायलट को मुख्यमंत्री बनाना चाहिए?
आज सचिन पायलट को मुख्यमंत्री बना दें, तो जो सचिन पायलट ने मेहनत की है तो मेहनत का फल तो मिलना ही चाहिए। ये कुछ जरूरी है क्या कि ये राजाओं का राज है क्या? बार बार गहलोत साहब, गहलोत साहब, गहलोत साहब, ये कुछ जेल हुआ क्या?
पवनलाल शर्मा जी, गहलोत का दावा है कि उनके साथ 102 विधायक हैं और सचिन पायलट के साथ नहीं है।
ऐसा है।
Banwar Lal Sharma is the MLA from Churu. He is clearly saying that they want Sachin Pilot to be made the chief minister and that they don't want to continue under the leadership of Ashok Gehlot. But that, of course, coming towards the fag end of this day when a second meeting has been called for tomorrow. But the day was filled with drama, and finally it seemed like at least day one was won by Ashok Gehlot because he managed to flaunt at least 100 MLAs at his residence in Jaipur today. All of them have now been herded off to a hotel in Jaipur, about 40-odd kilometers from the city. On the face of it, it would appear that Mr. Gehlot, the chief minister, has won round one, but Sachin Pilot is not throwing in the towel just yet. Pallavi Ghosh with the day's developments.
Ashok Gehlot's show of strength at the CLP meeting was aimed more at his arch-rival Sachin Pilot than the BJP. The Gehlot camp has claimed support of 107 MLAs and are confident that his government is safe.
109 विधायकों ने सहमति पत्र पर साइन कर अपना समर्थन और अपना पूर्ण विश्वास माननीय अशोक गहलोत जी के नेतृत्व में कांग्रेस सरकार पर और माननीय सोनिया गांधी जी और राहुल गांधी जी के नेतृत्व पर अपना विश्वास जाहिर किया है।
But it's clear the Congress is worried and unwilling to take chances. Hence, all MLAs who are with Gehlot have been shifted to a resort. The CM and observers sent by the party leadership accompanied the MLAs. Far away in Delhi, Sachin Pilot with his supporters stuck to their stand, skipping the CLP meeting and refusing to even take calls from senior Congress leadership. But the Congress reached out to him, assuring him that his concerns would be taken care of.
अगर कोई मतभेद है तो कांग्रेस पार्टी के कांग्रेस आला कमान के सब दरवाजे समेत श्री सचिन पायलट के सब विधायक साथियों के लिए सदैव खुले थे, खुले हैं और सदैव खुले रहेंगे। आइए बैठकर वार्तालाप कीजिए। अगर कोई समस्या है तो श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी जी और राहुल गांधी जी के नेतृत्व में हम उस समस्या का निदान निकाल लेंगे।
But the Sachin Pilot camp claims that they have support of more than 20 MLAs, and this means that the claim of numbers by Gehlot was incorrect. Sources say that at one point Sachin Pilot could flaunt his strength. The biggest problem for the Congress leadership is the fact that Sachin Pilot is incommunicado. He has yet to open his cards, but his supporters have made it clear that he won't join the BJP. Sources say BJP has not committed to a CM post for Sachin Pilot, in which case it makes little sense for Pilot to move.
लेकिन मैं एक वरिष्ठ नेता के नाते मुझे सब तरह के लोग मिलते हैं और समय समय पर मिलते रहते हैं। उसमें किसको कौन मिला क्या नहीं मिला, मैं पहला सीधा प्रश्न करता हूं कि सचिन वहां का अध्यक्ष है और अभी तक वो वहां के डिप्टी सीएम भी है, तो आखिर क्यों नहीं उससे कोई डायलॉग कर पा रहा है? ये उनका विषय। 3-3, 4-4 लोग वहां जाके बैठे हैं, वो भी डायलॉग नहीं कर पा रहे। फिर वो कह रहे हैं हम पूर्ण बहुमत में, सचिन कह रहा है अल्पमत में। तो ये चिंता कांग्रेस की, हमारी नहीं होती।
Sachin Pilot is likely to wait and watch and see the situation. There are plans to float his own front, but the problem is, would his supporters hang on till then? Congress has proposed some offers to make the truce. Sachin Pilot remains Deputy CM, but his supporters could get more meaty portfolios. Sachin Pilot will be given freedom in running his ministries and party work, but will this be enough to pacify him?
It's one of the biggest tests really for the Congress top leadership as well. The fact that over the years and months they've allowed things come to this head, and it's not only a question of Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot. A similar story was played out in Madhya Pradesh at a time when there's a growing cry for Rahul Gandhi to take over as the party president. This kind of a situation where the top leadership allow it to linger on doesn't augur well for Rahul Gandhi's credibility. With Zeba Warsi, I'm Bureau Inputs, Pallavi Ghosh.
All right, joining me now, RP Singh, spokesperson of the BJP, Gaurav Vallabh, spokesperson of the Congress Party, and Veer Sanghvi, senior journalist and political commentator. Gaurav Vallabh, just taking off from what Randeep Surjewala has said, another meeting of the CLP has been called for tomorrow. If you're so confident you have the numbers, 109 MLAs according to his account, then why are you extending another olive branch to Sachin Pilot? You should just let him be. You should let him go.
See, Jaka, one thing is very sure. Neither Sachin Pilot had shown that he is going, nor he had shown a letter or Twitter or any social media. So he is with the party, and I am very sure, because this mandate was given to us under the leadership of Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot jointly. So I am very sure that we are going to run this particular government for remaining 3.5 years.
So then why are we having CLP meeting after CLP meeting, Professor Vallabh? Today one, tomorrow one, see, God knows day after again we'll have another one.
Zaka, that is something called as living democracy. In our party there is a democracy. Everybody can speak. It is not Haren Panda, or it is not Praveen Togadia, or it is not Sanjay Bhai Joshi, or it is not K.N. Govindacharya. If anybody says anything, either he's
but
going
Professor
to
Vallabh,
Bhagwan,
Professor Vallabh, the problem is nobody is speaking to Sachin Pilot. His grievance is that he's not being allowed to run his ministries. He's not allowed to take any decisions, no transfers, no postings. And for the last 4 days, he's here in Delhi. He's not saying anything.
Zaka,
leadership is not saying anything. That's part of the
Zaka,
problem.
In the last 60 hours, I'm making this comment as a Congress official spokesperson. In the last 60 hours, Our top leadership include Congress President Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji, Rahul Gandhi ji, Chidambaram ji, Ahmed Patel Saab. Everybody spoke. There are issues. I am not denying that. We
Okay.
are going to sort it out. 109 MLAs today. Gehlot Saab had shown the signatures of 109 MLAs, and I am telling you that tomorrow it will be 123 or more than that. It's
Okay.
not going to come anything less than 120.
RP Singh, today for BJP must be a disappointing day because Sachin Pilot was not able to muster numbers. He was not able to show even 20 MLAs. Given the numbers in Rajasthan, he has to break away at least 30 MLAs of the Congress for him to have any kind of reasonable shot at coming to power in an alternate arrangement.
Well, what I could understand from Mr. Gaurav Bal is saying that all is well, and then what I could hear from the MLA say, but all is not well, all isn't well. That's the problem. And then if they have this number, why are they calling a second meeting? I mean, they have 109 MLAs. Why do you need to call a second meeting? Sachin Pilot just few hours back has said all is not well. He has said all is not over. And then he's saying that there are only 84 MLAs. To whom to believe? I mean, you can forge the signature. It has happened many times within Congress that they have forged the signatures of various MLAs and shown the list, but actual test is on the floor of the House. Or let Sachin Pilot come back and say, yes,
but
I'm there.
RP Singh, no, floor of the House. No, one second. Floor of the House needs to be, I mean, if the opposition is saying they have no confidence in the government, you bring a motion. You bring a motion in the House, that's how a trust vote happens. Right?
I'm coming to that. But we'll talk about that also when let the time come. But as far Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot goes, 84 versus 109, I mean, we don't know who's right, who's wrong. And also, I mean, all is not well, all is in well. I mean, let's understand and let's be very clear.
Okay.
And then Mr. Gaurav Vallabh can keep claiming a lot of, he took a lot of names. Let me take some names. Jagan Mohan Reddy, sir, Ashok Chaudhary, sir, Hemant Basoswa, sir, Ashok Tawar, sir, Ajoy Kumar, sir, Jyotiraj Scindia, sir. I can give you a long list of people who have left you, sir, because they don't have
Okay.
faith in your leadership.
Let me
Because
put
your leadership
that
has more
to
faith in
let me put that to Veer
They have
Sanghvi.
got time for pity. They don't have
Let me
time
put
for
that to Veer Sanghvi.
all
RP
these
Singh, let me
leaders.
put that to Veer Sanghvi. Veer Sanghvi, it's a peculiar problem. When Jyotiraj Scindia left, everybody in the Congress party was shocked because he was supposed to be one of the closest confidants of Rahul Gandhi. And now Sachin Pilot, I mean, irrespective of whether, it's 84 MLAs on the other side or 109 MLAs on the other side, I think his continuance in the Congress party, given all of what has happened over the last few days, has almost become untenable. The point is he's on the brink of leaving the Congress party as well. The question is this: if Rahul Gandhi's so-called trusted confidants, friends even, are leaving the Congress party, then what does that say of Rahul Gandhi and the Congress leadership?
Well, that's a valid question, Zak. I mean, Pallavi raised it in her package as well. I mean, you know that there is a problem between Gehlot and his deputy. You knew that Jyotiraj Scindia was very unhappy. How much effort would it have taken to try and broker some kind of peace, to try and mediate? What we are seeing is a complete failure of political management within the Congress party. And because these are two charismatic young leaders, it's even worse because the message that goes out is that Rahul Gandhi, no matter whether he wins elections or loses elections, will go on forever. And anyone who's perceived as a threat to him will be sidelined or allowed to go. That's a terrible message from Rahul Gandhi's perspective. And this episode, regardless of how it ends up, I think is going to damage Rahul's credibility.
Gaurav Vallabh, you want to respond to that? I mean, like I said, when the people who are so-called confidants and closest to Rahul Gandhi are leaving, I'm not sure what message it sends out to so-called young leadership in the Congress party.
Zaka, can you show me a single statement by Pilot Saab that he is leaving? It's only source-based information.
Sir, but Jyotiraditya Scindia also did not give a single statement till he left. They will only give public statements after they leave.
Please allow me to.
Okay, go on.
From last 48 hours, it was shown that he is leaving. Somebody says he's going and joining BJP. Then his own comment came that he is not joining any party. He is there with the Congress party. I am damn sure. Congress party is damn sure.
Sir,
we had some matbhed.
Can you tell me? One second. Can I ask you a simple question? Whether it is 84 on one side or 109 on the other side, forget about all of that. Do you believe after the events of the last 4 days, where today we had a Sachin Pilot camp MLA on record saying we want him to be the chief minister, forget about all of that. I'm asking you a simple question. Do you believe his continuance in the Congress is tenable anymore?
I am very sure, Zaka, because the way our top leadership, including Rahul Gandhi ji and Sonia Gandhi ji, is speaking to Sachin Pilot Saab, and I'm damn sure that he will be part of the Congress. He will work as
But
he
he's
used to
not
work
responding.
for the welfare of the people of
Saab.
Rajasthan.
That's the nub of the problem. He is not saying anything. He's gone incommunicado for a politician who is arguably one of the most accessible amongst young generation politicians in Delhi. He's simply gone mum over the last 4 days. What does that say, RP Singh?
No, Zaka.
No,
Zaka,
one second.
whenever
RP Singh.
some
No,
misinformation
RP Singh. What does that say if one of Rahul Gandhi's closest confidants is already left, the other one is probably on the brink of leaving? What does that say? That in the Congress party, no other young leader will be allowed to flourish.
Well, it's very clear. I mean, Rahul Gandhi or Gandhi's head won't have time for all such things. I mean, they leave it to their second in command, some lieutenant system to go and tackle and deal with it. They don't have time. Man is sitting there. They're sending people to Rajasthan to deal with it. I mean, they can simply reach out to him and call him and talk to him, sort it out. But they won't do that because they are more busy with the pity. I mean, that's on record that they are more busy with their dog. Rahul Gandhi is known for being more busy with the dog. And so he's not bothered to be talking to his party colleagues or his people in the party. And the reason is that they can't afford anyone who can step into the shoes of Rahul Gandhi tomorrow, who can be bigger than Rahul Gandhi tomorrow. That's the reason
You've covered the Congress party for a number of years. I mean, I know we have these sort of very cliched sort of frameworks, in looking at the party. One is this young versus old generational divide. The other is, the coteries are the ones who are the problem. What is the nub of the problem? I can't understand why two of Rahul Gandhi's closest, I keep saying friends because, they are friends. If they have to leave the Congress party, surely something is wrong.
Well, several things, Zaka. One of which is I don't think Rahul is proved to be a great people manager. If his own people are leaving, that speaks for itself. Secondly, I think the Congress still has the mindset of 10 years in power. If people want to leave, they're treated as traitors. Not much attempt is usually made to try and persuade them to stay back. This time is the first time they've actually made an attempt. And even then, it's not clear whether Rahul Gandhi spoke to him, whether Sonia Gandhi spoke to him. He's in Delhi. Why didn't they meet him? So they will go only so far. They won't go any further. And finally, there's this whole problem of leadership. Rahul Gandhi, when he did very badly in the election, said very honorably that I will step down. No member of my family will take on the leadership of the Congress. So far, so good. But that was over a year ago, and nothing has happened. Nobody has taken his place. There have been no party elections. His sister now has a more prominent role than she did earlier, contrary to what he'd said about members of his family. And his mother is there as interim president. There's still no talk of what happens when she steps down. You can't really run India's principal opposition party like that. People will ask the obvious question every day. You abuse Mr. Modi. You say he's incompetent. He's let the Chinese in. Some of those criticisms are not without merit. But people will say you're criticizing his governance of India. Yeah, you can't even run your own party.
Yeah.
Who are you to talk?
Gaurav Vallabh, I think that's an absolutely legitimate point. I mean, if you can't keep your house in order, what credibility do your questions of the government have?
See,
Or to the government have?
let me answer. This is a valid question. I'm just posing that what happened today morning in Jaipur, income tax rates on the Congress leaders, ED rates on the Congress leaders. Why it happened today? Is this a Sanyog, Prayog or Durupyog of Satta? It is neither Sanyog nor Prayog.
Professor Vallabh, no, let's get to the root of it. No, one second. Let's get to the root of it. Why did this? One second. Just give me 10 seconds.
You will not give me chance.
I take on board your point. You are saying it's not coincidental that ED raid, IT raid is all happening today on the day of the CLP meet. But can I get to the root of why this happened? The root of why this happened is that a police team in a state where you are the ruling party sent a notice to a sitting deputy chief minister asking him to join a probe. Now, please tell me, is that the BJP's fault?
Can you give me 45 seconds?
Okay,
if you want
45
to ask
seconds.
all questions,
45
ask-
seconds,
ask
but
all
please
questions.
answer my question though. 45 seconds.
I will
yes.
answer.
Yes.
This is the difference between Congress governance and the BJP's governance. On one side, there is a governance of rule, law, and constitution, where the chief minister is also asked to answer the questions raised in notice. On the other side, there is a UP governance model where 15 kilometers before the Kanpur, gadi palat jati hai. These are two governance model. Country is watching that. Chief minister is not above law. Chief minister is not above constitution.
I don't know how this qualifies
So
as a
that is-
governance
that is the
model
difference.
when the police of a state where you are ruling, where you are in power, sends a notice to your own deputy chief minister and asks him to join a probe. I don't know what governance model that is. All right, I'm going to get closing comments. RP Singh, again, please answer Gaurav Vallabh's question. Is it coincidental that ED raids and IT raids are happening today on Ashok Gehlot's closest confidants?
Problem is, Mr. Gaurav Vallabh has joined a party which of corrupt, and he very well knows that. That's why he left. He was on a payroll for one of ministers. He left us to join the corrupt party
because he knows that he can add zeros. He's very fond of zeros. He can add number of zeros here, and then this is not happening today. It is a pending case. It is notices when we sent earlier. It's not happening today.
All
and
right.
Mr. Gaurav Vallabh can talk about whatever he can, but let us just be clear, Mr. Gaurav Vallabh. You are part of a corrupt party and you are part of a corrupt system and you are part of the system.
Veer, I'll give Veer Sanghvi the final word. I'll give Veer Sanghvi the final word. Veer, how do you see this ending?
I don't see how Sachin Pilot can really pull this off. They have to bring him back with some kind of face saver. He can't come back. And Pallavi suggested they'll give meteor portfolios to some of his followers. That will work, but it won't be enough. You need to do something to make Sachin Pilot feel he's coming back with his honor intact. I don't know if they've thought of that. Secondly, even assume he comes back, this can't go on. There is no doubt that he and Ashok Gehlot completely hate each other. The only way this will work is if one of them is removed. It's quite possible. I mean, Rahul Gandhi likes Gehlot, Sonia Gandhi likes Gehlot. Move him to Delhi in a year, in 6 months, make him working president. God knows they don't have a president and they need somebody who works. He's good at organization. Do something like that. Give him a promotion, but you can't run a political party where you have Amit Shah on the one side, determined to topple every opposition government, determined to squeeze the Congress of money. This is what it's really about, because if you aren't in power in any state, you can't raise money. If you can't raise money, you can't fight elections.
All right.
Which is why the BJP is doing this. And yet, I don't think the Congress realizes the mortal danger it's in.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. RP Singh, Gaurav Vallabh and Veer Sanghvi, thanks for joining us. Like I said, today, chapter 1 or round 1 perhaps has gotten over, and clearly the Chief Minister of Rajasthan seems to have won that round. We'll see what tomorrow brings, because tomorrow at 10 a.m. there's been a second CLP that's been called for. We'll see if Sachin Pilot and his supporters attend that, and if they don't, what happens next. That's a wrap of Brass Tacks. We'll catch you again tomorrow night, same time.